Alright guys, I'm gonna jump over to Krook's Discord, I'll be back. See ya. What's up, Krook? Can you hear me? Okay. Is that storm coming for us? Looks like it's gonna go past us.
Harvester Radio, home of the Daily Motivational with Master Inspirator.
Yeah, just keep going. We'll be fine.
This is your Master Inspirator with the Daily Motivational. Today we
I think it's going
work
past us.
hard
It would have
in
warned us.
silence and let productivity be our cry.
mystery deepens aboard the Sand Titan, as Crew Chief Jarek Thorne's death remains unsolved, and the flies begin to circle. It's Death on the Titan, Episode 3, The Visitor.
We need to talk about where you were, Jeb, the night Crew Chief Thorne died.
I don't remember exactly. I might have stepped out for some air. I just needed a break. Work gets stressful, you know.
You were running dark that night.
Crew Chief
but
Thorne
the
sounds like
hooks
Jack
engaged
Nicholson.
On pad 1. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. Malfunction.
What do we know about weather hooks?
They're used to secure ornithopters in bad weather.
But isn't it true that weather hooks can only be engaged from the cockpit of a thopter?
I don't know. I'm a comms guy.
Do you recall seeing an ornithopter?
No, I don't recall seeing a thopter or anything, really.
You sure about that? A thopter's hard to miss even in a storm. Especially if it engaged the weather hooks.
Well, I honestly can't recall anything like that. Maybe the hooks malfunctioned. I'm sure it's happened. Everything else malfunctions before long on this tub.
Of course, we could find no evidence of any unscheduled thopter landing on the Titan. But maybe someone else knows something. Maybe someone knows exactly who landed on the flight deck that night.
I told you already. I don't know anything. Am I free to go?
With Jeb's memory failing to provide any clarity, I turned my attention to Shift Supervisor Lena Orlov. Several things she let slip hinted at a closer relationship with Crew Chief Thorne. There had to be more to their connection than she was letting on.
There was nothing going on between us. We were just colleagues.
Tessa mentioned that you and Thorne had a close relationship.
Well, Tessa's wrong. There was nothing romantic between us.
Why would she lie about something like that?
Maybe she's trying to deflect suspicion from herself.
You know what? That's exactly what I thought too. But then, she played me this.
I'm glad we've had these moments together, Lena.
Me too, Jarek. I don't think I could survive another day in this barren wasteland without you. But a bitch. Who goes around recording the conversations of their crewmates?
She was keeping tabs on Thorne, documenting his lack of leadership skills.
Oh, she wouldn't shut up about that. I should have just transferred her to another rotation.
Tell me about you and Thorne.
All right. We were involved. But we were happy. I had no reason to harm him.
If you had nothing to hide, why keep it a secret?
Because it's personal. It had nothing to do with his death.
Did anyone else know about your relationship?
No, we kept it private. It was nobody's business. Tessa has always had it out for Thorne. She's just trying to stir up trouble.
Tell me about Jeb.
What about him?
His alibi is weak. As is his assertion that he received Thorne's secret messages, but had no interest or capacity to decode them.
He had the capacity, if he wanted to. We both had the same signals training.
Does that mean you could decode the message too?
Yes, I could.
Then tell me, what did the secret messages say?
Stay tuned for our next exciting episode, where secrets unravel and the truth comes to light on Death on the Titan.
your master inspirator with the
Alright, I'm back.
motivational. Today, we must remember, difficult doesn't mean impossible. It simply means we must work harder.
Harvester Radio, the voice of the Spice Miners Guild, broadcasting to you live from our studio home at Hephaestus Depository. Next on Harvester Radio, it's Point Counterpoint with Cato Cricks. But first, a word from our safety warden.
This is Dune Man Keith Villari, reminding you to clear the area at first sign of a pre-spice mass. My crew wanted the bonus for a full factory load, and chose to linger even after our deep sand probes detected rising temperatures. We managed to get the carry-all away before the catastrophic spice blow, but our ground teams weren't so lucky. Now our big bonus will be divided amongst their widows. Be profitable. Be safe.
And now it's time for Point Counterpoint with your host, Cato Cricks. Welcome to another episode of Point Counterpoint, a debate program where we examine all sides to an issue of great importance to the Spice Miners Guild. This is Cato Cricks, coming to you from Windsack Village, location known well to our listeners as the site where House Atreides and Harkonnen first came to grips in what has become a very fierce and personal war of assassins. Their ambition? To decide who holds the planetary governorship of Arrakis. Both my guests today have deeply vested interests in the outcome of that all-important question. Who will control the spice? Standing for the Atreides is Cassini Brahma, House Envoy and protege of the esteemed Mentat Thufir Hawan.
Salutations.
From House Harkonnen, we're joined by Chagu Lavro,
House envoy, and it says here, celebrated duelist.
Yes.
Celebrated by who? There is no sport in killing.
Listen to this one chirp when his esteemed mentor, Tulfir Hawat, tallies his kills in the thousands.
It is true, but Harkonnen pigs do not count, so the real tally is much lower.
Gentlemen, please.
Once again, we see the fabled Atreides hypocrisy in action. Another ancient Greek tradition revived by your duke.
Gentlemen, I'll remind you that the very reason we agreed on Windsack as a venue is that it is neutral ground. All canonly sanctioned hostilities must cease within village boundaries by imperial decree.
I'm afraid our hostilities go far beyond canly or any sanction, but I submit to your request.
You have my pledge not to gut him until we are in the open desert.
Very well then. Let's get to the issues. In the past, the planetary governor of Arrakis, previously the Baron Harkonnen, has been the sole authority over all legal spice mining operations. The Baron dictated all guild planning from setting of quotas to crew tasking, which of course is the designation of which crews and equipment will be assigned to which spice fields, some being richer and more dangerous than others.
That is correct.
But now the governorship is contested, and while your obligation to fulfill the Emperor's spice requirements must still be met, your two houses find yourselves in competition for your share of the Miners' Guild workforce.
The Dune men cannot hunt spice for both of us. They must decide which house to support. Of course, the only sensible answer is Atreides.
And now here's where things get interesting. I think it's no secret at this point that the Harkonnen strategy on this front has been to engage and incentivize guild leadership in their pursuit to secure the lion's share of crew tasking.
Yes, it's called bribery. An effective strategy, if we're being honest.
Whereas House Atreides has employed an entirely different approach and appealed directly to the guild brothers themselves.
The heart of the Spice Miners Guild is and always will be the Dune men. The sun-mad daredevils who risk their lives so that we may travel the stars in safety. Isn't it about time someone in power cared about theirs?
Well, in fact, Duke Leto has put forward plans for increased safety standards, shorter rotations, and improved danger pay.
Plans that have been met with overwhelming favor from the guild body, I may add.
And overwhelming irritation from guild leadership.
Indeed, the House is greatly divided over the matter. So my first question is to you, Chagu Lavro. How does your house justify its approach?
It's the way of things, Kato. We are all subject to a hierarchy that shapes our lives. When the Emperor declares that there will be a war for Arrakis Fief, do we agree? Fuck no. Arrakis was ours. We made every quota, fulfilled every obligation in good faith.
Good faith. Two words never before said in relation to a Harkonnen.
As I was saying, Kato, we are all subject to a hierarchy that shapes our lives. And at the top of our hierarchy is the Golden Lion Throne. So, if it is the will of the Emperor that there shall be war for Arrakis, there is going to be war for Arrakis. To challenge that authority is to challenge the very structure that holds civilization together.
Are you coming to a point anytime soon? Or must we settle for the one on top of your head?
Oh. You cannot bait me, little swordsman. Your time will come. Our point is that we believe every organization from the Imperium itself to the Spice Miners Guild is structured in hierarchy. And we believe that the authority to decide workforce tasking should rest with the duly appointed administrators at the top of that hierarchy.
And how have you engaged with the duly appointed administrators?
Well, we have established a large bonus pool that they are free to expend however they wish. Unlike the Atreides, we would not be so presumptive as to tell them how to manage their own guild.
What he's saying, for those without the ability to speak bullshit, is that the Harkonnen have dumped a freighter of Solari on the guild management to ensure they receive the lion's share of crew tasking.
Speaking bullshit. We create a bonus pool for anyone deserving at the guild. We do not stipulate where it goes.
Because you know where it goes. To the pockets of your duly appointed administrators.
Fool. It's called investing in leadership.
Counterpoint to House Atreides. Why should the Dune men want to work for you?
Because we understand the strength of the guild rests in the backs of the spice miners themselves. And while the flow of spice must not be impeded, its pursuit should not come at the expense of those risking their lives to harvest it.
But how can we satisfy the ever-increasing quotas with shorter crew rotations and increased emphasis on safety?
The only reason these outrageous quotas exist is because the Harkonnen sabotaged the Windsand refinery and crippled the planetary spice output for a full quarter.
Lies. You know very well who destroyed the refinery.
I believe the finding of your duly appointed judge of the change is that House Harkonnen was entirely responsible. In fact, I believe your Baron was charged with making up the spice shortfall.
Bullshit. Fenring has an axe to grind with House Harkonnen.
Ah, who doesn't? But we can't go around challenging the hierarchy, can we? The very structure that holds our civilization together.
I've had enough of your barking at Atreides' dog. Should we see if you can bite?
Anytime, anywhere.
Neutral ground, gentlemen. Neutral ground.
Let's take this outside, shall we?
This has been another episode of Point Counterpoint. I want to thank my guests Cassini Brava of House Atreides and Chabu Lavro of House Harkonnen. I suppose we should be thankful we made it this far. For now, this is Cato Crix, signing off until next time. Would someone call the fucking Sardaukar already? You're listening to Harvester Radio. That was Point Counterpoint with Cato Crix. They seem to have been experiencing some technical difficulties. I'm sure they'll be back next time with another stimulating and provocative episode. Next on Harvester Radio, it's the Spice Report.
Damn, mining in the PvP takes forever. Or in the PvE. I forgot how long this took. We've been spoiled by the PvP. How full are you, Krug? Right. I don't know, do you think it's worth returning to the field? Or do you want to just let this one reset? Okay. I'm gonna have to lay down for a nap.
Master Inspirator with the daily motivational. Today we must remember, no matter how hard we work, someone else is working harder.
The Combined Hornet Communinet Theater presents an Arakin Playhouse production of 5 Days at Carthage. Brought to you by the generous patronage of the Padishah Emperor and the tireless support of the Spice Miners Fellowship and the Leisure Committee. And now, it's time to dim the lights and return with us to those
This is
fateful
cool.
days before catastrophe came calling. It's part 3 of 5 Days at Carthage.
The Imperial Scenarist Guild has been provided unfettered access to the sealed records and testimonies of those who survived the Carthage incident. The following dramatization represents the official truth, as judged and signed by the Imperial Chamber Court and Aulic Council.
So let us journey then to the burning sands of Arrakis, a desert planet in a far-flung corner of the known universe. The year is 10-1-94, and the war of assassins between House Atreides and their ancient enemy House Harkonnen is well underway. We join our story alongside a capacity crowd at the Great Carthage Amphitheater. As the Battle of Windsec is reenacted for the enthusiastic crowd, anticipation continues to build for the main event. The history
Aha, now I can talk.
Now you're back?
Legendary
Nice.
gladiator, Argus.
Finished a lot of meetings, a lot of problems.
Yep.
Okay, how we're here? We need a container, but Darth is not here. So we finished this field. It takes exactly the same time as we was doing in the PvP.
Feels like it takes longer.
The same time, exactly same time. If you account the traveling time and the
Oh well, yeah. If you take, yeah,
Time
I
with the
just
film?
meant like the crawler to get it filled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the field it's 3 times slower.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you count the timing to go and back,
Yeah.
it's the same.
Yeah.
So the amount of spice per hour is the same, but one field is not. The other field we can get 5, 7, 8
Yeah.
holes.
Yeah.
This one we can have 3 at most,
Yeah. Which
is okay.
It's better than 0.
It's better than 0.
Which is what
okay.
you'll get if you get like 7 guys descending on you in a field.
Yeah, I was trying to make an idea of damage on the vehicles based on the time we use to crawl, because it could take longer. So the vehicles will take more damage.
Yeah.
But assuming that we also not taking damage from rockets and other stuff, I think it will be the same.
Yeah.
So basically, it's the same.
Yeah. Yep.
Or very close to the same.
Yeah. So.
And for Stravisium and Plastanium, the limit is water. So doesn't matter. Here, there, the water is the limit. I'm almost thinking it's not worth to farm in PvP.
Certainly not. Definitely not without a crew. Yeah, not without an escort.
Yeah, in our situation, yeah.
Yeah. In our situation, not worth it. I was out there earlier, and I probably could have gotten away with solo crawling, but I had to leave in like half an hour. But yeah, it's just not worth the risk. Because you never really know. You never really know.
Yeah, with more people, it will be fun, and I will go for PvP for sure.
Yeah.
Like double crawl with a couple guys escorting would be fun.
Yeah.
But we need team. We need people.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a base here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see little bases all over the place.
Yeah, probably this guy is the guy that farmed
the first chunk of it. Yeah.
The first chunk of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably could. Yeah, we would have gotten 3 crawls out of that if it hadn't already been touched.
Yeah.
But that's
We
alright.
got 2.
Yeah.
2 is good.
That's at least 3,000 melange, right?
Yeah, a little more. It's 1,800 per Regis.
Yeah.
So 3,600. And I'm doing the Plastanium too. And Stravisium. So we will have a container in one side, a container in the other, carrier in one, carrier in the other. So it's easy. If I'm alone, I can do the Plastanium and Stravisium no problem. If we are in a group, we go to the fields. If the fields are done, we go back to buying, getting other stuff, or going to the station. Because we still need
Oh, yeah, here's our little tower. Yeah, nice. Oh, did you open another window here? That's cool.
Yeah. for our side entrance.
Would you deny Count Fenring the same accommodation? As much as the
We are coming from the east and west, so it's easier.
injured
Yeah.
in anything other than pride.
The bottom floor will be the only top garage, and the top floor is the south garage,
Cool.
which we don't need here.
It erodes my authority.
Yeah, looks good.
I resent it.
Girls!
Wait, where's the central column on this thing?
Dress your mother that
Oh, you did 4
There's no
outside
central
columns.
column.
Okay,
I
yeah.
did 4 outside columns because this is a 10 by 10, not a 9 by 9.
Oh, looks so
Gotcha.
lovely. It's a shame Phaedra
So we are processing Lysanium for a couple hours.
It seems Faye and some of the
Uh,
cousins were ready to attend the arena when a contest
The limit is
of
actually the
boasting broke
Stravisium.
out. Of course, it wasn't long before an impromptu hunting party formed, and the group found themselves on a highliner bound for Rosek. Rosek? I'm not going. Me neither.
You're dressed, you're going. Consider it your sole familial obligation. I had those
Do we have a
dresses
container
from
here?
Cheswick at great
Somewhere?
expense.
Uh,
Seen of them.
Not by Phaedra.
I don't think
The
so.
only one we care about.
Do we need another one?
Premier get as far as eligible bachelors are concerned, darling.
Who puts that
Oh yeah, the
nonsense
moving
in their head?
container is in
Ever
Haga.
since the
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to Haga. I will get the moving container
Okay.
and bring here. We have a lot of Stravisium there that will need to be processed.
Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna log, take a break. Be back on later.
Okay, I'm going to finish some stuff here at work, and I will be back later too.
Okay.
You know what's the timing on the fields when they reset?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I will try to find out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I don't think there is like a set time for field resets, is there?